Hey guys, it is Admin. Today I have a new data pack for you. This is the Moar Boots data pack that was made for Camp Minecraft. If you do not already know what Camp Minecraft is, essentially it is 10 Minecraft YouTubers that are playing a vanilla survival world, but with some custom data packs. They commissioned me to make 4 custom packs for them, but are now letting me publish those for download. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into a showcase of what these boots actually do. If you're interested in learning more about the other 3 data packs, I have a link in the iCard in the top right to a playlist that will go over them. But without further ado, let's jump into what these boots actually do. So to get started, we have the 5 boots. Those are the Speed Boots, the Flappy Boots, the Sticky Boots, Obsidian Boots, and Heavy Boots. These were 100% Hinwe and Sigil's ideas. But in the future I might add some of my own boots to this pack. Okay, so let's get started with how to craft the boots, and then we'll look at how they actually work. All of the boots in this pack need to be made in a special custom crafter. That is a dropper facing upwards with a crafting table thrown on top. That will give you a custom textured crafting table. We can use this special device as a crafting table, and if you follow the recipes exactly how they are shown, it will work. Getting started with the Speed Boots, to craft these we need 2 Speed 2 potions and 2 redstone blocks. And it will play a sound effect, and now we have Speed Boots. A thing to note about all of the boots in this pack, they are leather armor. So while they might have custom textures, they are simply leather. So you can see it says leather boots right there. That means that the armor that they provide is fairly weak. And their durability is going to be fairly low. However, they provide quite a few other positive traits that make them worthwhile. So in this case, the Speed Boots give me a 25% speed increase. This is fairly substantial, so here's without it, and here is with it. Like I'm saying, this is fairly substantial and can get you places quicker. Obviously at the cost of some armor and armor durability. Next, we have the Flappy Boots. To craft it, we need 2 gold ingots in the middle, 2 feathers on the top, an elytra in the middle on top, and 2 wool at the bottom. That gives us the Flappy Boots. While wearing the Flappy Boots, if you press shift while in the air, you will get you'll pop slightly up into the air. If you hold it down for a little bit, you'll go much further, or if you tap it, you can go a lot shorter. You can tap it up to 3 times while in the air to get little jumps. You will take some fall damage if you're not too careful, but if you tap it fairly close to the ground, you can reduce your fall damage. So you can throw yourself fairly high in the air if you hold it down, and you can travel longer distances by tapping it. Overall, these boots are extremely useful in your survival worlds, and thus it has an elytra in the recipe, which makes it a fairly expensive item. You do of course need to be fairly careful with this item, as you can very much so kill yourself if you're not careful. So definitely consider enchanting this with feather falling, as you can do that, even though it is only leather armor. Next up, we have the Sticky Boots. To craft it, you need 2 slime blocks like so, and 2 slime balls on top. That gives us Sticky Boots. While worn, these Sticky Boots work kind of like honey blocks, in the sense that you can slide down blocks that you are rubbing up against. This will make it so you don't take any fall damage, and can also allow you to do like interesting wall runs and such. These boots are fairly simple and rather self-explanatory, but they have quite a lot of uses to them. So, because I can slide down walls, it means I can do some interesting things where I quickly and safely get to the ground. I can also save myself from a fall by brushing up against the wall at like the last second. You can do some pretty cool stuff with parkour with this too. Normally you couldn't make a jump like that or get anywhere close, but if you jump up against the wall, you can make it. So essentially it turns every surface that you encounter into honey blocks. Next on the list are the Obsidian Boots. They are crafted with 2 obsidian and 2 crying obsidian. These boots don't seem to necessarily do anything special until you are near a pool of lava. If we just so happen to come across a very oddly rectangular patch of lava in the desert, we can walk across it. So this essentially gives us lava walker boots, if that was an enchantment. So it turns the lava into obsidian, and then after a short amount of time, around 10 seconds or so, the obsidian will be turned back into lava. So you can see it's following the path that I laid out. And so after a short time, the lava all returns to normal, except for, of course, the new ones that we walk over. So that's what the Obsidian Boots do. They are extremely useful in the Nether for traversing the lava lakes, especially if you don't have a strider. And finally, we have the Heavy Boots. They're crafted with 2 blocks of iron and 2 iron ingots to get Heavy Boots. These boots give you a plus 10 knockback resistance and negative 10% speed. So you're a little bit slower while you're wearing them. However, plus 10 knockback resistance is actually full knockback resistance to all attacks. If there just so happens to be a husk that spawns in and it attacks me, you'll see I did not go flying back anywhere. And so it's attacking me and dealing damage, but I'm not taking any knockback. One situation where this is particularly useful is if I decided to bridge out over lava and there is a skeleton that is trying to knock me into it. You'll see if he actually manages to hit me, I do not take the knockback to actually fall in, and instead it decided to go for a swim. So while the Heavy Boots do come with a somewhat substantial downside of negative 10% speed, the advantages of not having knockback in some specific situations can be extremely valuable. It could be the difference between losing all your items in lava or keeping them. But anyway, that is all the content in this data pack so far. I do plan on updating it sometime in the future, maybe with, I don't know, up to 5 more boots at a time. So that being said, if you do have a suggestion for boots I could add to this pack, make sure to comment below. Try to come up with something that is unique and wacky and not just a statistical upgrade. Also, do keep in mind, I do not have access to texturing the armor itself. So while I can change the color of the boots, I cannot actually put anything to the texture or model. So don't suggest things that I would need to model on. But that's going to do it for today. So if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on it. And make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future content. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.